One of the things that we've talked about is why philanthropy is fun.
It's fun because you've got to see what happens with that money. You get to see people come together and really see the magic happen. It's exciting.
If it's not fun, why do it?
We were putting together a conference, and it was a meeting of the Coloradans for Better Public Television.
My first impression was this sort of sweet-looking, young, totally naive lady.
Jeremy was interesting, and he was not in a good mood.
And over the course of those many months, we did fall in love.
Yeah, so that was the start.
And it was fun to do together.
We had a lot of fun together.
I look at Jeremy and Susan Shamos as kind of like uncorking a really fine bottle of champagne. It's that energy, it's that sparkle and good taste in that really drives their philanthropy, it drives their commitment to what is happening here in Denver, and it's made so much happen.
The heavy philanthropy really started with Opera Colorado. Having the Ellie as a part of the Plex is terrific.
The impact of the Ellie Calkins Opera House on sort of the cultural fabric of the arts complex is just incalculable.
Because the Opera House is not just a place for Opera Colorado or Colorado Ballet to perform. There are great comedians that come through the Opera House. There are great rock bands that play at the Opera House. It's a resource and a gem for the entire community, not just opera fans.
Jeremy and Susan, their contribution, I think, is often a little more invisible. They are involved with Colorado Academy. They were deeply involved with the Children's Chorale, Opera Colorado, and the Ellie, Curious.
They've spent real time and energy supporting SCFD and looking for ways for it to be able to do more for arts organizations. And they do this because that's what makes a difference in a community, to be exposed to the richness and the lushness, really, of what the arts have to offer.
So I think I could find the first play that Jeremy saw, Curious.
Regardless of the level of philanthropy they were involved with, they supported organizations through attendance across the board. And not everybody does that.
Here it is, The Tricky Part by Marty Moran.
We believe in the arts and the importance of it and what it does for people.
They support all organizations in their own ways, and I think that's really remarkable and truly what everybody should be doing.
Arts organizations in particular always are concerned about longevity.
Anytime people are really going to put their money into it, of course, they want it to last, and they grow to love it.
Jeremy and Susan are fervent and dedicated fundraisers, and they do it with such grace. They use their home to cultivate donors, to steward existing donors.
What I loved about Jeremy and Susan Shamos as fundraisers is they were always mentoring me in the community and making sure I was meeting people, meeting the influential people in town that would help me fundraise for the company.
I've worked with a lot of philanthropists, and I think it's tough work. And when it's the Shamoses, it's just different. On some level, you're doing it because of them as well as for the cause. I mean, you have to like the people who you're handing money over to, and they're both so damn likable.
I think the fun that we have is infectious. People know that if we're involved, it is going to be fun. It is something that we feel strongly about and want to make it fun for us, for the people that we know.
One of the things that struck me as extraordinary and unique about Jeremy and Susan is their sense that those organizations that they're supporting will only be successful if the entire arts community is successful. If that happens, then Denver has a great opportunity to grow its arts and cultural sector. A great city needs great art, and that's very much how Jeremy and Susan approach the arts here in Denver.